Well, hello there. So, are you tired of awkward silences and stumbling through conversations? Sick of feeling like your message gets lost in translation? Are you ready to uplevel your communication skills like a boss? Well, you're in the right place. My name is Kathy Riley, and I'm a communication expert and your host for Breaking Bad Communication. I've got over 25 years in litigation and another 15 as an entrepreneur and trainer coach. Tune in as we serve up piping hot blends of tools, systems, techniques guaranteed to change the way you connect with others. From mastering the art of tough conversations to cultivating a mindset that screams confidence, we're here to help you dominate every interaction like a pro, all while uncovering the secrets to leading yourself and others with grace and grit. At Breaking Bad Communication, we're not just breaking bad habits, we're shattering communication barriers personally and professionally. A question I get asked often is, how do you do it? How do you get up there on stage and speak? How do you do that in front of hundreds, thousands of people? I'm an introvert. Most people look at me and they're like, how are you an introvert? I truly am. I truly am. I have my no peopling days. But how do I do it? And, I got to tell you, it comes down to two things, courage and clarity. So let's talk about courage. The first things first is courage. Speaking up on stage or wherever you're going to do, whether it's a video or, social media, YouTube, podcast, whatever it is, it takes courage. First, you're scared. We're scared. I'm scared, but you do it scared. You just do it scared. You dig into that level of courage to give yourself just a couple seconds. So there's that movie, We Bought a Zoo, and they talk about the 33 seconds of courage. And I think it's 33 seconds, or is it 22 seconds? Either way. If you hear this and you know the answer, feel free to put it in the comments because I can't remember. But it's just like minuscule, right? It's seconds of courage. And once you start down that path within courage, well, guess what? That confidence kicks in because you're emotionally going, okay, this is scared, this is scared, this is scary, this is scary. And then you're like, oh, this is exciting because your body does not know the difference between scared and excitement. So we can tell ourselves, I'm really excited about this. And that's what I do, honestly, before stage is I get into the mindset that I'm really excited that this is going to be an amazing talk. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to connect with these people. I'm going to have people lined up on my table. They're going to want to hear what I have to say. They're going to find value in the lessons that I share. So I hold truth to that my message and what I am doing is more important than me being uncomfortable. Because sitting in that uncomfort zone and you just sit there and you don't do anything else, well, guess what? There's no progress that will ever happen. Change is uncomfortable. And that's all I'm doing is I'm changing the way I'm communicating. Same thing for you. If you were to get up on the stage or in front of the room, in front of your team to offer a training, to share your value, to share your genius, it's just you're changing the way you're communicating. It's a simple shift. Then you could tell yourself you're excited. So first it comes courage. First you take that deep breath and you tell yourself, okay, I'm excited. And you inhale that courage, you exhale that fear, and you do it scared. I got to tell you, one of the things as an entrepreneur, I've been doing this for the last 15 years, is every day I'm doing something completely uncomfortable. Doing this recording, I'm new to podcasting. This is new. It's uncomfortable. I have no idea. I honestly feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it scared. Because I know that the value that I'm bringing to the table is more important. There will people hear my message and know that they need to step into courage to get what they really, really want. And I hear the feedback and knowing that courage, you're not born with courage. You make it, you take it, you own it, you step into it. Courageous people, they're not born, they're made. So to take that courageous action, I know I've had plenty of people to tell me that how this just stepping into courage has changed their life, that they've had that difficult conversation with their doctor and that things have changed for them for the better. Knowing that me being uncomfortable is worth it. So that thing that you're thinking about doing, that thing that you need to step into, embrace your courage and do it scared. And the second thing on this is when you is being clear on not necessarily your messaging or what you're doing, but it's being clear on your ultimate goal. What do you want to gain from this? All right, learning to take stage and to share your story and to navigate your team to take on leadership, right? And helping them lead, their strengths, understanding their strengths, embracing the change that happens. Because, we're constantly changing. It's uncertain, right? And we're scared. Our teams, people at work, they count on us. How do we do that? So what, at the end of the day, you standing in front of them and speaking, you standing in front of a stage with 100, 5,000 people, what is your ultimate goal? Because when you are clear with why you are doing it, it makes the uncomfortableness just a tad less. Now, I knew when I started speaking that with my daughter, she was 5. I'm being an introvert. I didn't use my voice, right? I stayed quiet. I was behind the scenes. I wasn't up front. And I did that for years. And then my daughter, I realized I didn't want her to be me. I'm my mother's daughter and my grandmother's granddaughter. We were raised and taught to shut up and sit down, not stir the pot, not make a scene. I didn't want my daughter to do that. I didn't want her to live that way. I didn't want her to be completely miserable just to use her voice, to raise her hand in class, to say the answer, to be proud of her grade. I didn't want her to be ashamed of all that. So in order for her to learn that, I had to teach it. And as a parent, teaching is doing. They don't listen to what we say. I mean, really, come on, parents. They don't listen to what we say, but they do see what we do. And the more I started speaking and getting in front of people and sharing my message and my story and all of that, the more it gave her permission to do the same. And that, my friends, knowing that I shifted her perspective just a little bit, created courage just a little bit for her to raise her hand, to use her voice. Yes, she doesn't like speaking. She hates doing presentations, but she answers questions and she shares her knowledge. For me, I was part of that, and that made it worth it. It is worth me being uncomfortable. So think about why do you want to do it? Why do you want to use your voice? Why do you want to share your message? What really is it? What's in it for you? When you're clear on that, doors open. Truly, things change. Your perspective, everything about you. So the 2 steps, okay? 2 steps. Courage and clarity. Those are the 2 things. Step into that. Know that when you start speaking, and it's going to make it a heck of a lot easier. You have an amazing message to share. All right. You have an amazing voice. You're genius. The world needs to hear it. I truly believe that. Everyone should should author a book, and everyone should be a speaker. I would love to see that for you. You have a great message. You've learned a lot. Turn your mess into a message. It's awesome. So step into that. All right, so that's going to be a wrap for today. All right, today's episode of Breaking Bad Communication. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate and I'm honored that you're tuning in. But before we sign off, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I do need my followers, so subscribe. And if anything I said today resonates with you, please share it with a friend. Post it, put it on your socials, whatever it is, just share it. My message, it's I want to help as many people as possible. And know this, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your communication. And as you head back out into the world, remember every conversation is your chance to shape your life and the lives of others. Whether it's a tough talk or a casual chat, be clear, be intentional, and listen like it matters because it truly does. The better you communicate, the more your life aligns with what you truly want. So go out there, own your voice, and make your words work for you. After all, great communication isn't just a skill, it's your superpower. Giddy up.